Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to create a project today for my Blue Floral journal. So this is one of the signatures. I haven't actually created the journal itself. I've just got the loose signatures at this stage. And I've put paper clips where I want to add something to this signature. So I thought today I would make a belly band. Now I saw this belly band on YouTube in a video by Angela Kerr, and I will link her video in the description box below. It is a belly band with a pocket. Well, actually, yeah, it's a double belly band with a pocket, so it holds quite a bit of ephemera. So to start with, I'm going to cut this at, I'm going to cut it at, if I cut it at 8, that would give me a 4-inch. So I'll cut it at 8.5 because I want a half-inch. And it's got to be the full height of the paper, so I can leave that as is. So now I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch. So I'll score it at 8 inches. So this is one of the pages from my digital kit called Blue Floral. I'll put a link to that in the description box as well if you like. These are some of the monochromatic pages, or this is one of the monochromatic pages, but it's a mixture of the blue florals, there's an assortment of florals, and the monochromatic floral, same flowers. Alright, now I have printed one of the background pages on the back of this, for no other reason than I didn't know what I was going to use it for when I printed it. I printed out a whole heap of pages. Oh, actually I should have scored this again at 4 inches. So there we go, score that there. So I scored it at 4 inches and 8 inches basically. And I'm going to fold that over like that. And hopefully that will be on that score mark. Okay, so that is going to be my belly band. That is going to go on there. Yep, that fits fine. Alright, now I'm going to put another belly band on the top of this, but this is a bit too wide. I'm going to trim it down a little because I still want to be able to see that on the back. So that is 4 inches, so I'm going to cut this down to about 2.5 inches, I think. Let's cut it down to 2.5 and see what we think. I'm going to cut it down to 2 inches because I want to put, oh yeah, I want to put some lace on the edges, so I'm going to cut a bit more off of that. So I'm going to cut it down to 2. There we go. Yep. Alright, now I need to go and find some lace to put on that. So I'm going to use this lace. I think it blends, the colour blends nicely. And I'm going to run that along the edge of that. So that will sit on there like so. On both sides. So it will just peek out. It won't add a lot of width to the top belly band, but it will be something. Now let's glue that lightly on there because I'm going to stitch around them. Let's find some scissors that will cut through that and cut to the same. Okay, I'm going to just run a little bit of glue along here. I want that side on there, or that side on there. I think I'll go for the lacy side. So let's run some glue along here. As I said, I'm going to stitch along here, so it doesn't really matter if it's not glued perfectly. Okay. I'll do the same for the other side. Oh, I should have inked around this before I stuck this down. Let's do that now. Upside down, I think. Okay. Now let's have a look at this one. We'll ink around this. We only have to ink around the front because the back will be attached, of course. And because I'm stitching around it, I'm not going to glue this down. I'm going to stitch first, and I'm going to stitch across there, then close it up, and then stitch the other three sides, making my pocket. And I will stitch around the whole outside of this one. So I'll go and do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have stitched around here and here, and I've folded that lace back and inked that edge that wasn't inked. So that's finished, but this one has to be sealed up. I didn't want to stitch this flap down because that would make me lose the dimension in the pocket. So now I'm going to glue it down. Oh, I didn't do the bottom. So that's the bottom. So I need to run a bead of glue along there as well, because if it hasn't got glue at the bottom, it's not a pocket, is it? There we go. Okay. Just burnish that so that that glue grabs nicely. And so that's our front belly band, and this is our top belly band. So that's going to be attached on top of that, like so. Let's attach it to the book page first. So I'm going to put it on this one. Right. Just across the top and the bottom. Okay, about centrally, about there. Now this is probably not exactly like Angela's, but the idea came from Angela for this pocket here. Which is a great idea, I think. I'm burnishing in the wrong direction, it's going across this way. Now I will add this one on top. I'm going to put some glue on the lace so that the top of the lace is actually attached as well. Just for a little bit of added firmness. Try and get that about central. And is it something like straight? Whoops. I think so. Okay. Right. Now I did have this attached in there, and will that fit in the belly band? It will. So that can go in there like that. So this is a file folder that's in the kit, and I've just assembled it. All I've done is fold it and then glued the sides, and it's a pocket, so my friend will be able to put memorabilia or photos or whatever in there, and I will need something to go under this belly band, but let's do some decorating on here. Okay, so to embellish my little middle belly band, I'm going to create some envelopes. Now, Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft has given out these templates to make some envelopes, and I'll put a link to her video that shows these templates and where to get them and how to use them. And I have printed them on the back of a couple of my digitals, and I'm going to cut those out and use those to embellish my belly band. So I'll cut those out and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut those out, and just a little tip. If you plan on doing this, you might be better off if you don't print directly onto your pattern paper, because all of these dotted lines and things, like, well, the ones along the top anyway, and that T, which is the only one that's got the T on it, are going to show. So, Kylie has full instructions on her video how to assemble these envelopes, so there's not really much point in me taking you through it. It's quite simple. I'll do one and then I'll do the rest off camera. But you just score along the dotted lines. You can, if you've got a scoreboard, you can use your scoreboard. If you haven't got a scoreboard, you can use like a ruler. Just hold your ruler along the dotted line and put your bone folder underneath and score along there like that, and you get a fold line as well. So that, and then Now this one's got a T on it because of its top, because that's a top, but Kylie explains that the numbers are up the right way on it, so if you've got your number up the right way, that's the top. So we just have to fold that over, fold that over. If you want to ink, you would ink these edge bits. They do show a little when you've got your envelope all sealed up. So I like to ink them, and you can either double print, print double-sided on your papers to give you some pattern inside your envelope, or you can ink inside, which I will be doing. I did think about double-sided printing on these, and then I thought, well, you don't really see much except where the actual flap is, and I thought, well, I'll just ink that area. When I've folded those all down, I will. Now they fold in like that, and this one folds up like that. And when you do that, you can see how much of your background you're going to see. So I would just take my inking tool and just ink down into there. This one I'm going to actually seal this shut because of that T. But I'm just doing this so you can see how I would do it normally. Probably should have done one of those others that didn't have a T on it. But at least this way you know. So yeah, if you are going to use this template, I would suggest that you do like Kylie says and print it out onto some cardstock. Make your templates and don't write anything on it. And then we've got a envelope. When I this up, it goes fairly well to the top. So I'm going to run a bead of glue along there, bead of glue along there, along there. I like to do the inside, or the inside edge of the flap, because it stops things getting stuck as they're put into the envelope. Okay, and there we have a little envelope that folds down. We can now burnish all of our edges. Sometimes you may need to just make little adjustments as you're doing your folds, but in this particular case everything seems to be in place. And then ink around the edge of that. And I usually use this side as my fronts. I just, if I'm going to use the envelope in a journal, I might, pop that on there, just on three sides, and put something behind it as a little pocket, and then you can open up like that. As I said, this one I'm actually going to stick down, or I could put something up there as a sticker or whatever, but we'll see. Okay, so there are 6 envelopes in this this template set, so I'm going to put all of these together, and once I've done that I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've put all of those envelopes together, and I've decided to just use the 3 smaller ones on here. So I'm going to attach those to the band. I'm going to start with this one because I'm going to tuck them behind each other. You could just attach these like on 3 sides and have a little pocket behind it, but I'm just going to attach mine down because I can still put something in there if I want to. And now this one, and I'm just sort of layering them on top of each other in a bit of a wonky sort of pattern, so that they're not just straight up and down. Okay. So these can still open, each one, and I could put a little something in there, like just a little piece of coffee dyed paper that they could use, that could be used as a little notelet. Now I'm going to put a little piece of coffee dyed cheese, I was going to say cheesecloth here, and I've got this fussy cut floral, which is the same floral that I've used on the papers. So I'm going to pop that there, and I'm just going to pop this label in behind. Might just pop it under there like that. So let's attach that. I have inked around all of these, so I've done that off screen because I figured nobody needs to watch me do that. Add a little bit more glue there, and then glue this into place. Okay, so that's my top belly band decorated. Now I need something to put in that second belly band. What have we got? Here we go. Here's a tag. So that would fit in behind there. Okay, so this and this need to, well, that doesn't need to be back, but I need to back this with, oh, there's two there. There's two there. So I'm going to back this with some coffee dyed paper, and then I'm going to take both of these to my sewing machine and stitch around the edges of them. Okay, so I've done that. I've stitched around those. Somewhere down there I've got my file folder. So I'm going to put some, well, I'm going to put a hole, an eyelet in that one, because that one's going in my top pocket. I've backed it. Put that there. Now this one's going in under here, and I don't really want to have any bulk, so I'm not going to put an eyelet in that one. What shall I go for? Shall I go for a black? It'll sort of blend in with that, won't it? This one's got little rings that go on it. Put a ring on it. And then, well, that looks like the small hole. I need to turn that around. And that goes that way. That goes that way. And that goes that way, and squeeze it down. Now I've got some sari silk here. I'm going to tie through this one. Let's poke that through there. You might need my little tweezers to get that. There we go. There, tighten that down, and that will make some room here. This back. So that one is going to go into our pocket at the top there, like so. This one is going under our first belly band. And this file folder, I've got, I thought I might add just a little bit of decoration to that to add a little colour. I've got a label here that I've put an eyelet in. This is heat embossed, and this is a butterfly from the kit. So I'm just going to attach these on here. As I said, I'm not looking for bulk on this because it has to slide in under the belly band. So pop that about there, I think. And then the butterfly, which is just going to be attached flat to the file folder. I'm not going to put anything in the file folder. I'm going to leave that for my friend to put anything in that she feels she'd like to. And that is going to go on there like so, and that will just pop under there. You won't actually see that. I'll just hold that in place while it sticks a bit. That's it. Now that can pop under there, like so. Let's put this together. So that's popping up at the top, which is fine. When we open that like that, that will poke out. That can poke out the side if it wants to, no problem at all. Now I could put some little pieces of journaling paper in here. I could fasten those down with a Velcro dot, but I'm happy with them just sitting there like that. Okay, so there we have it. That's our video for today. We've got a double belly band with a pocket. So we got the belly band that's holding this file folder. Then we've got the pocket that's got this journaling card in it, or tag. Then we've got another tag under here. It's all got space for writing. And then we've got that decorated with some little envelopes and a floral. So there we go. That's my video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I would love it if you would subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. But if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And if you want to give me a thumbs up, that would be great. Okay, thank you, and see you next time. Bye.